guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Daughter to Bride and my name is Kat, and here I just create content that I hope will help daughters of God to prepare for Jesus's return. And lately I've been into like doing these get ready with me, these like Sunday morning get ready with me's. So yeah, that's what we're doing today, but with a twist, because today I want to share the message from my church from last week, because it was just so good, and I feel like it really relates to like the themes that I tend to talk about, which is like loving yourself, right? Knowing your value, knowing your worth. So yeah, that's what I want to do today. But we're gonna start off with doing our makeup. So I'm gonna keep it real chill today because after this I'm going to soccer and I don't want to do too much. I really don't want to do too much, but I hope this is not too much. I'm gonna do my Ilia foundation, but I think, well, I don't want to start with concealer just yet. Let's see. Yeah, let's just start off with a little bit of Ilia foundation. And please do not judge me because I put it on with my, ooh, let's shake it a little bit. Looks a little bit white. Usually I do a little bit of Ilia foundation. Is this the right shade? Hold on. Oh, this is Morgat. Where's my Kokini shade? Where's my Ilia Kokini shade, guys? It's gone. She gone. Oh no, wait, I got it. She's back here. Okay, this is the shade. Yeah, that was Morgat. I bought, it was like 0.5 too light. So I bought Kokini because now it's like summer and I'm super tan. So I decided Morgat is for the winter, right? But I'm a little paler, and Kokini's for the summer. And it still might not be the right shade because I bought this like in spring. So, beginning of spring. So I don't know if it's going to look right, but I'm just going to put a little bit. I really don't do a lot because I don't have like acne or, you know, or at least not right now. Terrible acne or nothing like that. So, and then I just rub it with my own hand. So yeah, guys, today I want to talk about knowing your worth, knowing your value, because it's something like I've been realizing a lot more about lately, and I feel like God has been speaking to me a lot about my value. Like this past week, I'm going to share very briefly with you guys without mentioning names or like talking too in depth about the situation, but I was feeling kind of down about myself, right? And I've been going through kind of a hard time, right? So I haven't been like myself. Like I felt like I'm kind of in a rut, or I haven't been shining my light, you know, or the Lord's light as much as I should be, right? It's just been a difficult, crazy year. Like I feel like every year is difficult, but like this year, yeah, it's just insane, man. But yeah, I went to church with the mindset of like, oh, I really want to look, you know, I really want to be a joyful person, right? And I want to like, you know, emit that joy of the Lord, that it's visible, but it's not like, you know, in people's faces kind of thing. But, you know, people can tell, oh, Kat's happy, right? Kat's joyful, right? Kat's a joyful person. And I really want to be a body that the Lord can use to emit light and love, right? And so that's the mentality that I went with to church. And I prayed like that morning before going to church. And then I go to church, I listen to the word, and I'm set on fire. And then afterwards we're having conversation, right? And there's something that somebody said that kind of made me stumble a little bit, because I'm not going to say what this person said, but basically like it was like it was kind of like a jab, you know, a little jab. And I was like, man, I was so offended, right? But instead of like reacting to the insult, I just was like laughing it off, right? And I was like, oh, okay, this is just, you know, how this person is, maybe, or maybe they're having a bad day, or, you know, people speak what's in their hearts, right? So if maybe they're insecure about something, or, you know, they're mad about something, they might just say it, right? Might say something mean, right, and unkind. So I was kind of like, whatever, right? But then I went home and I kept thinking about it, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, you know, the exact thing that I had been praying to be is like what this person kind of told me I'm not. And I was like, damn, like, you know, and so yeah, I went home. The rest of the week I was like, man. And then I go to church the next Sunday, and that's the message that I'm sharing with you guys today. And it's basically talking about, like, let me share an excerpt. It says, people of immature faith, they have a small scale view of you, since they only see a fraction of several hundreds of the things that you do. They perceive you with their own thoughts at their own level and feel disappointed at times, right? And so I'm sitting there like, dude, that's crazy. Like, that's literally how that's exactly what I needed to hear, right? That maybe this person is a little immature in their faith, right? And they're only saying based on what they've seen of me, right, lately, which, I'm going through a hard time. So, of course, and church is my healing place, and it's a place that I can cry, and I feel free to do that, right? And I can share my sincere heart with God, whether through worship, through praise, or even if I just show up and I'm just sitting there like, kind of with a sad look, right? Because I'm sad, right? And I'm going to express that to God, right? I'm going to share, I'm not going to hide that in the house of God. Like, I do hide quite a bit, right? We all do that, right? When we go to church, we're not always weeping and crying. A lot of people, and then they go home and they weep and cry about their problems, right? They don't share them in church. But I do think that church should be a safe place where we're able to share our struggles with each other, right? And whether that's on Sunday, if we feel like it, sharing it with our brothers and sisters, right? Our mentors, our spiritual mentors, our loved ones, whatever it may be, or whether that's, calling a church friend, right? When you get home, or calling a church friend during the week, or having them reach out to you because they saw that something was kind of off in you, right? So I think that's very important, like community and loving each other and caring for each other instead of just assuming the worst of each other, right? If someone starts acting kind of weird, don't just assume they're like, they're like that. Like maybe they're going through some really tough things, right? Even if you just met them, or maybe they've been like that for years, right? You can't remember them being any different. It's like, well, why, especially people of the Lord. I know that they want the best, right? They do, for themselves and for the Lord. So anyway, so yeah, it said that, and I was like, dang. So people of immature faith, guys, sometimes people will judge you and they'll make comments about you, right? But you have to realize they have immature faith, and they're not able to see everything that you do. They really don't know, right? They really don't know. They just make assumptions. They see what they see online, and that's all. They think that's all you do, right? But they wouldn't know, right? The joy and the love that you spread to others, the things that you do in hiding, the things that only the Lord can see, right? So don't worry, right? When people make mean comments to you or say things that are not true, right? And that's something that my pastor told me. He's like, that what that person said is not true. So then why are you even listening to it? Why are you even entertaining that thought, right? And I was like, wow, that's so true. Like, why was I even listening to this person and what they said, right? So I really loved, this part of the message. And I wanted to share this other part that said, it talked about like, let me see. Talked about finding the good things in yourself, right? Finding the good things in others and your brothers and sisters, and also finding the good things in God, right? Because it said basically the pastor was like really encouraging us, like, every day you should find the things about God, right? Jesus that are good, right? Find the things that are good about them. You can find 10 things every day, or even one thing at the very least, right? And even so, you'll be unable to find all of them until the end of your life, because there are more than a million good things about, right, God and Jesus. So yeah, you have to really make an active effort, right, to delight in God, to rejoice in God, to live celebrating with him, right, to love him, to know his heart, and then also find the good traits in yourselves, right? Because God, he likes you so much, right? He loves you so much, right? And if you realize this, and you realize the good traits about yourself, your strength, your outstanding skills, right? Your talents, your face, your beauty, the things that other people do not have, then you won't be disheartened, right? You'll live with confidence, right? Rejoicing because of that. And you'll know this, right? And you'll live for yourself, right? You won't be living for other people, living for other people's approval, right? So I thought that was so beautiful. Like, and he said, God, he's made you all this time, right? Just like a work of art, right? So you have to realize you're a precious being of love, right? And look at the people around you too as precious people of love, and rejoice and give thanks for them, right? Check, right? Find the good things about one another, right? It's about finding good things about the people around you and perceiving one another as precious, right? And so I really was able to experience that this week. Like I spent some time with my pastor, and and he took us to Costco. He took my friend and I to Costco, and he treated us to pizza, right? And sorry guys, I'm getting a Kleenex. He treated us to pizza, and we're just going around and you know, the grocery store, and he's like sharing with us like the kind of vitamins that he drinks, and the good things that he buys at Costco, and like the benefits of them, the advantages, and he's like a health nut, right? So it was really like interesting, and he's very knowledgeable, so he'll just share stuff with us, right? He's like a teacher, and yeah, and he's just really a good person, really kind, amazing person, right? And you know, he helped. Something that he did that really moved me was there was this old guy just walking around the, like, I shouldn't say old guy. There was an elderly man, guys. There was an elderly man walking around the Costco, like, dining area right next to, like, where you get the pizza and stuff. And he's just kind of looking confused. You could tell he's really old. Like, I think that guy must have been like 90 or something, maybe even 100. I don't know. And my pastor, he looks him in the eye and he stops him and he's like, "Hey, are you okay? Do you need a place to sit?" And he's like willing to give up our spot, right? And of course, immediately I'm like, yeah. And he's like, "No," and he just finds a seat somewhere else, right? But I thought that was so kind, right? Like, and everywhere that my pastor was going, I kept seeing people like naturally talking to him. Like, I think he just emits that light of the Lord that people can't help but just want to talk to him, right? And I felt so moved. Like, I've never really done, I mean, I have done those things in the past with like previous pastors, but like going out and doing mundane routine things, right, with the people in my church, I think that brings me so much joy. But those moments are very rare, and that was my first time having a moment like that with the pastor. And I was just so moved by his kindness, and I was thinking about God, and then I started thinking, wow, like, you know, human beings are so precious, right? So precious. And I could see the preciousness in my pastor, right? But then I started to think about God, and I was like, can you imagine like how much more precious God is, how much more valuable, right? How much more beautiful, how much more like, he's like, my pastor put it best, actually. He said, what did he say? Like, oh, let me find it. He basically said that God is like quintillion, right, times more, you know, amazing, right, than we can even dream and imagine. So we should really live like seeing him that way, right? Let's see if I can find the exact quote, because it's such a good quote. I like it so much. I was like, wow, really? Like, let's see. I cannot find it, but it should be here. Let me see. Oh, here, it's the first quote. I'm sorry. Okay. Human beings, right? Humans, they view God through human hearts at a human level. They see and think of him as ordinary, but you must perceive God by adding 100 quintillion times to your view of him in your heart, right? So yeah, that was such a moving quote for me, or part of the sermon, where I was like, dang, that's so true. Like, we should perceive God, you know, 100 quintillion times more, you know, than we currently view him. Because sometimes as we live our lives of faith, we start to perceive God in a very mundane and normal way. Like, oh, God, you know, he loves me, he cares for me, but we forget like his greatness. You know, we forget that he's not just someone we can just set aside and you know, oh, okay, we're gonna go off and do our own thing. Like, no, God is always with us, and he's so much greater and amazing than we can even perceive or imagine. But we should try, at least, right, as humans, to perceive him correctly, right? And so I'm doing my highlighter now here, guys. Yeah, such a great message, and I just wanted to share that with you guys, right? I gotta head to church, so let's see what else is left. I did the highlighter, blush, bronzer. I'm still working on bronzer. I don't really know how to do it right, so don't judge me, please. Or I guess you can judge me, you know. Everyone has free will, but just know that it might not be the best. I never really learned how to do makeup from like anyone. I just kind of would watch videos and do my best, right, to figure it out. So that's currently what I'm doing. I'm just kind of looking at my face and slapping things on, and that's what I do. But yeah, guys, I hope that you guys have a great Sunday. Yeah, have a great day. I hope you gained something from this, and please value yourselves and don't listen just to what other people think about you, right? But perceive yourself through the eyes of God, and perceive God, right, as like quintillion times more than what you currently are perceiving him as. Because, you know, I always think I always think about that scripture, right? Trust in the Lord with all your heart, right? Lean not on your own understanding. That was the first scripture that I can ever remember reading. And when I read that scripture, there was something that resonated with me so much, that I even bought this like little box that had the scripture in it. That was like the first faith-based kind of thing that I ever bought. Like, it was a cute little like prayer box, and I bought it because I really, you know, I really resonated with the quote or the scripture, and I was so moved. And yeah, I didn't realize it that deeply then. I just kind of was like, wow, that's so true. Like, trust in the Lord, right? That's kind of the part that got me, right? But then later on, I realized, oh, lean not on your own understanding. I realized why God was saying that to me. So it's the same with you guys. Like, guys, trust in the Lord. Lean not on your own understanding. And yeah, love yourselves. Love other people. Value yourself. So again, I told you guys last week, write 10 things that you can find about yourself. Well, this week, the task is write 10 good things you can find about God, and love him and perceive yourself as beautiful. And yeah, go ahead and make the list of your strengths too. Why not, right? I mentioned that in the video. Like, write your strengths, write your unique skills, write your good qualities. And yeah. So, okay, now I'm going to do my hair, but I'm going to speed that one up, so I won't talk through it. But I hope you guys gained something from this video, and have a great day, guys. Thank you so much. I forgot, guys, I used this setting spray. I just sprayed it on. Okay, let's see if we can do her hair, because I only have like literally 2 minutes to go. This little bit here, this little bit here, and then we're gonna go in and do a little bit here. It's quite a bit of hair, so let's do like half. And I'm honestly just gonna eyeball it, so please don't judge me if it doesn't look amazing. Alright, you know guys, right now I'm kind of feeling like the Beatrix girls from, is that what they're called? The girls from Harry Potter. The girls with the blue uniform. You guys know what I'm talking about? That's kind of what I feel right now. Alright, let's see if we can do this. No, we can do this. Let's not see if we can. Let's say we can do this. Alright, so we got that down. Okay. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, now we're gonna do this one. We're gonna do this one, but we're not gonna grab as much hair, I think. Maybe like, I think that's good enough. I'm not trying to grab, we're not trying to grab all of our hair here, guys. I'm just trying to start something. I honestly don't know what hairstyle I'm gonna end up doing. Kind of like it just like this, but I also kind of want to do like a bubble braid hairstyle. I don't know if I should. Let's see. I'm gonna look at myself in the mirror and see what I look like. Full length mirror, lol. Alright, let's see. Ooh, that's cute. That's very cute. It's just a little bit, a little higher than the other one, but it's there. I look like a rock star. I really want to be a rock star. I'm not even a rock star. Oh, there we go. Okay. It's hiding it. One's still a little higher, but it's okay. Maybe pull it down a little bit. Yeah, there we go. And we got if we do a bubble braid, what would that look like? Let's see. Here, let's put a little bit of this hold on here. A little bit of loosener curls in a second, but this is so cool, guys. It looks definitely like a rock star kind of, like something I'd wear to Coachella, but at church, I'm gonna do the bubble braids. Let's see. I'm not even being a rock star. Let's see. One bubble braid, 2 bubble braid, 3 bubble braid. Am I going crazy? The bubble braids. Ooh. I don't know how many bubble braids to get in here. Maybe like 4 or 5. I don't know. My hair's gotten longer. That's for sure. Really happy with it. Oh shoot, that one's really low or small. Let's see. Ooh, okay. That's okay. We can always just make it a little bit. My hairstyle is so crazy. But I already started it, so I can't go back. It's gonna look like what it looks like. It is what it is, but hey, we're almost done. We are almost done. Oh shoot, I kind of messed it up there a little bit. It's kind of cute, actually. I like it. Alright, now I'm thinking what shoes to wear. I'm not even sure. Like, I was gonna wear these cream colored shoes, but now I'm like, I'm wearing white, so maybe I should just do white. Yeah. I think that's, oh shoot, this is really, oh, it's alright. My hair is crazy, guys. Here, let's see if I can pull this up a little bit. There we go. Yeah. Oh, no, it's too high. There we go. Okay. I'm probably gonna speed this up, guys. I don't think you guys are interested in seeing how I do a bubble braid. Half up, half down. Double half up, half down bubble braid. Yeah, I don't know if you guys care about that. If you do, let me know. I'll show you guys some hairstyles. I used to do a ton of hairstyles when I was younger. Like, I was obsessed. I would watch a ton of videos, like those cute girl hairstyles, like the twins, Brooklyn and Bailey. I would watch, like, their mom, I mean, and, like, yeah, her mom was, like, the bomb.com. Like, that lady can braid. Let me tell you, that lady was doing some crazy braids. And I would try to do that with my curly hair, and I'd be like, how'd she do that? It looks so easy with the girls, right? Because they got white, straight hair. Well, no, they kind of had wavy hair, too, right? I think so. I don't know, one of them. Maybe one of both of them. But anyway, yeah, their hair was nice. It was, like, wavy, but, like, not tangled. And I would watch their videos because the mom was super skilled. Like, super skilled. Okay. Anyway, that's it, guys. This is the video. Pretty much, I can just now go in and do a little bit of this. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, just give it a little. And then should I do, what shoe should I do? I really don't know. Alright, I think that's it, guys. And then we're gonna do our glasses. Oh, I forgot. I have, dude, sorry guys, I forgot that I have like these specific earrings I wanted to wear today. These are like that, but I don't know, is that too crazy? No, I'm giving Chola, not Chola. What about these? Let's see, what about these small ones? These tiny ones. I'm gonna do these are very pretty. These are cute. No, I don't like those. What about these? Because the hair's not really crazy, so I want the focus to be, oh, these are really pretty. I like these guys because it's giving bubble braids. I might even be a rock star. I think I need to clean my glasses though. Let's do that. You know what I forgot to do? Lipstick. Lipstick, guys. Lipstick. Alright, I think I'm gonna do my white shoes. Yeah. I wasn't going to because my nails are not the nicest right now, but it's okay. Alright, let's clean this up real quick with my shirt. Literally. Let's see, maybe I can do a little bit of this. Alright, let's see if I can just do a little bit of lipstick. I never like just swipe it, you know, through. I always dab it on. And if I mess up, it's okay because I can always just go like this, you know? Yeah. That's pretty much it. Alright guys, this is the end of my tutorial. I did some gloss. I do have a gloss, but I don't know what I like, so let's see. I just use this gloss. I'm gonna do this gloss because I can't find any other gloss, so. There you go, with the gloss in. We're all set, ready to go, guys. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. This is the final look. I don't know if I can show you guys my full outfit, can I? You guys can see my shirt there. Let's see. Okay, down, slowly down. So cheeky. Yeah, I don't think I can show you guys my full outfit, but I'll take a picture. Insert it here. But yeah, that's it guys. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye! I know, got my beauty from the Lord.